On this episode, episode number 1 of Let's Talk Internet Marketing, we share our 7-step formula to writing compelling emails that your customers and subscribers will love to open. Hey, Internet entrepreneurs, I'm Lonnie Robinson. Welcome to Let's Talk Internet Marketing, where we share tips, tools, and strategies that help you become outrageously successful at marketing your products and services on the Internet. Make sure you grab your free gift today by going to freeinternetmarketingcoaching.com. Okay, this is where in future episodes I will give a brief recap of what we talked about in the last episode. However, since this is episode number 1, we don't have that. Well, I'm glad to be here. Again, my name is Lonnie Robinson. This is my first podcast, and I'm excited to share with you some awesome information. Like I said earlier, we're here to share the tools, the tips, and the strategies that will help you become outrageously successful at internet marketing. Okay, so since this is our first episode, I thought it would be a good idea for me to give you a brief bio, give you a little bit about my background. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to give you this drawn out history of who I am and how I came to be. We'll save that for another episode. I'm not going to let you know about Planet X, where I was born and raised, and I flew down here to planet Earth to bring internet marketing awesomeness and wholesomeness and goodness and all those things that represent everything that's good. I will tell you this. I started my digital information business part-time back in 2002, shortly after selling my wireless communications business and going back to corporate America. Yes, I was working for the Boy Scouts of America. Selling information products had been a dream of mine for a few years, and I saw that people seemed to be having a good time while making a ton of money simultaneously. Now, how awesome is that? For many years, I have enjoyed the freedom of having my own business working at home selling digital information products online. I call myself an information broker, and I must admit that while I've had my share of success, I've also experienced my share of ups and downs and failures. I used to think that if you built a cool looking website and added a hot looking product on it, that people would come running with their credit cards in hand and I'd be rich overnight. I really did think that. I just thought that was the way that it worked. And although I thought it would be easy, I quickly realized that it wasn't quite as easy as it looked from the outside looking in. For me, creating content and building websites was the easy part. I caught on pretty quickly because I consider myself a pretty decent writer, and for some reason, website design became a snap after I got the hang of it. And back then, when I first got started, Microsoft Front Page, for those of you who are old enough to remember that, it took the guesswork and heavy lifting out of the equation for me. But my biggest hurdle and challenge was finding clients, and that's the most important thing, right? And not only finding clients, but keeping them happy, automating the delivery of their products, pricing the products, and getting and staying profitable. It was a challenge for the first few years, and I spent many sleepless, frustrating hours trying to figure out all those things that I needed to know. And it was a struggle, and it took me over 8 years until I actually started making some real money. Now, don't get scared, because that's one of the reasons why I created Let's Talk Internet Marketing, is to help you cut that learning curve. So what happened is I lost my comfy little day job. Yeah, corporate America gave me my pink slip, as it has done not only many Americans, but people all over the world. And due to that bad word we call the recession, I was laid off. So imagine watching the news and seeing how this global recession has affected millions of lives. And while my heart always went out to those families, I was always thankful that it wasn't affecting myself and my family. And then all of a sudden, from out of nowhere, I found myself being one of the unfortunate people to experience the recession. So my struggle began. And like I said, I had lost my comfy day job and my wife was struggling to pay the bills. I was taking what little money that we had saved and maxing out credit cards. How ridiculous was that? And I was maxing out these credit cards to really learn how to build a profitable business. And I got to tell you, I tried everything. Selling products with master resale rights, private label rights, giveaway rights, selling other marketers' products, becoming an affiliate marketer, selling products and recruiting others on my team. That's the MLM network marketing platform. I even tried my hand at selling mobile phones again. See, back in the day, I was the mobile phone guru. I got to give myself that title because I really was the best of the best at selling mobile phones. And in fact, my mobile phone business was quite successful. So successful that I made it highly profitable and sold it for a nice chunk of change. Now, selling that business allowed me the time and money to take care of my family and have a little breathing room to grow my internet business. And that was then. But after I lost my day job, it wasn't working out as well as I wanted it to. So I had to get serious about this internet marketing stuff real fast. And it was definitely a sense of urgency for me. And I got to tell you, I was in panic mode. And I knew that I had to take my business efforts to the next level if I were ever to rebound. I mean, I used to look at my wife's face and just see how sad she was that we were really struggling just to pay rent and keep our lights on. It was really difficult for us. And I knew that something had to happen and it had to work out for me very soon. What I did is I went back to the drawing board and this time I did things a little differently. You see, I connected with the best of the best and followed each and everything that they shared with me. And this time I was extremely laser focused. Now, I'm not going to go deep into the story. In the next episode, I'm actually going to talk about my business and how I got started more in detail. I was interviewed by fellow internet marketer, Mr. Jason Baker, and he asked me some compelling questions that is going to open up a lot of information and tell you a lot about how things worked out for me and how they can work out for you. But fast forward today, I make a full-time living on the internet. And I must admit that while I probably work more hours than ever before, I'm having a ton of fun doing something that I love, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm free to set my own hours. I spend quality time with my family and my friends, and I have that one thing that people are in pursuit of, and that's called freedom. Another thing, fast forwarding to today, is I still pay for coaching and products because I feel that education is a marathon and not a 50-yard dash. I still continue to connect with people who are already achieving what I want to achieve, and I pay for their coaching sessions and products and services. That's important to continue to always learn. My company, Robinson Info Media Inc., our tagline is Learn, Create, Share. And in future episodes, I'll really go in depth to exactly what that means. Speed of implementation is still paramount for me. Back then when there was a sense of urgency and I was in panic mode and I knew that I had to do things differently in order to achieve success, one of the things that I learned that worked was speed of implementation. How fast you take a concept and turn it into a reality. How fast you take an idea and create it into a product. That was something that really, really took my business to the next level. And as I said, my business is growing tremendously fast and technology is ever changing. In order to keep up, I knew that I had to implement new tools, tips, and strategies. And I spend a major investment of my time into implementing, testing, and tweaking. And I encourage you to do the same thing. And another thing that I do now that's helped me become more successful and just more aware of the opportunities is I'm paying it forward big time these days. Big time. You see, the more that I learn, the more I share. I'm coaching and creating products and creating podcasts like this and other services that help others build their business bigger, faster, and smarter. And with that being said, let's get right into it. This particular podcast, the 7 step formula to writing compelling emails that your customers and subscribers will love to open, has sort of a history, I guess you could say. What happened was back in March of 2009, actually, it was March 5th, 2009. And I remember that only because of the many times I had to go back to the video that I created that day. The presentation was called 7 Effective Tips and Strategies for Getting Your Emails Open, something along that line. And the reason why I remember it so vividly is because I got so much positive feedback and negative feedback. See, what happened was I recorded that particular presentation in a coffee shop. I was at a Starbucks. It was a very busy Starbucks, and people were talking and laughing, and you could hear dishes and cups in the background. And what really was amazing is that I was so proud of that particular presentation because it was one of my first. And then I posted it on YouTube, and I just waited for the feedback. And I was really shocked when I got the feedback that I got. I mean, some people were saying, "Hey, good video, thanks a lot," and they liked it. And then other people were saying, "Man, it's so loud. Next time you need to make sure that you don't have so much background noise." And I actually said that I was in a coffee shop. And I thought I was living that coffee shop millionaire lifestyle that you hear marketers talk about. And I thought that would be pretty cool to say, "Hey, I'm in a coffee shop and I'm doing business." And I thought that would just be like an awesome thing. But people weren't happy with it back then. Now, moving forward, over the years, I actually did some more recordings from coffee shops and other places and public places, and got really good feedback because as technology has evolved and as the tools that we use, like our smartphones and the little small handheld camcorders and things of that nature, as they have evolved, we have evolved with our understanding that that's just a part of life. So I have to say March 5th, 2009 was one of those moments that really just, it's like, wow, I can't believe that people are really complaining about that. What about the message? What about the message? Could you hear the message? Did you get the message? And the message was my 7 step formula to writing compelling emails that your customers and subscribers will love to open. And a message like that is vital. And I think that that would have superseded the noise and all the other distractions. Because when you really want to learn something, you should want to do it with and not worry about the obstacles or the hurdles or the things that are in your way. You want to stay focused on that. You want to stay zoned in, so to speak, and not allow distractions to manipulate you and distract you. Today, you won't have to worry about any distractions. I'm going to go over the 7 step formula to writing compelling emails that your customers and subscribers will love to open. And that leads me to why they would open it in the first place. The primary objective is that you want to have a subject line that is going to captivate the attention and make your listeners, make your viewers, I should say, make your viewers want to say, "I need to learn more about that." So we're going to go into that and how the way I do it and how I've made it just a no-brainer and just so simple that anyone can use it. Step number 1 is you want to create an email account that will be used exclusively for receiving emails from your favorite marketers. And the reason why we do that, see, what we're going to do is we're going to take the marketers that you would consider to be your favorite. You got to ask yourself why they are your favorite. And the simple answer to that would be that because you're interested in the message, you're interested in what they have to say, you're interested in the products that they have, you're interested in them. So naturally, you will want to open their emails. To avoid any distractions and interruptions and the other spam emails that you get from the hundreds and maybe even thousands of other marketers out there that are pitching to buy my stuff and open this email and you can make a gazillion dollars. To tune all that out, you want to create an email account that it's going to be used exclusively for receiving emails from your favorite marketers. So simply just grab one of these free services like Hotmail or Gmail and create an account and give it a name that you can identify with. It could say, for example, Lonnie's Top Marketers at gmail.com. And that leads me to number two. Number two is you want to find your favorite marketers by searching for them in the search engines if you don't already have them in your database. And the reason why you want to do this is when you search for them, you're going to find their primary website. So, for example, someone like Mike Filsame, who's someone I follow, you just go to Mike Filsame. You go to Google and type in Mike Filsame, and you'll see mikefilsame.com. So you go there and you'll see somewhere on his website where you can join his newsletter. And that leads me to number three. You want to visit your favorite marketer's website and sign up for their newsletter and or mail list using the email that you chose in step one. And this is vital. Number four, study the emails you receive from those selected marketers. Now pay close attention to the subjects because that's the secret sauce to making people open. The top marketers in the world do one thing in common when it comes to writing effective emails. They split test the subject line. They're constantly testing and tweaking these subject lines. So my suggestion to you is let them continue to do all the work, right? And let's reap the benefits. Now, I'm not asking you to go out and copy what they're doing. I'm asking you to take their messages, their subject lines, and repurpose them for yourself to suit your personality because you want your audience to know that this message represents who you are. So this is a way of keeping a database of all of the subject lines and the emails that you're getting from your favorite marketers. And number four, study the emails you receive. Pay close attention to the subject because that is what makes people open. Number five, you want to read the message thoroughly. You want to see they all have a pattern that you can follow. Okay, their pattern may be the introduction, which maybe gives a little personal story. It could say, "Hey, this is Lonnie. How's it going? This Friday we're going to be hanging out with my I'm going to be hanging out with my family, and before I do, I wanted to send you this message." You know, just watch the different styles of your favorite marketers. Number six, modify the subject and message to make it yours. And as I said, you want to modify it. Don't try to go out and reinvent the wheel. Of course, you want to take what's working and make it your own by simply modifying the subject and message to make it yours and testing and tweaking that. And number seven, always refer back to this email account when you need help writing a compelling email. And that's where the goal is. Now, inside of Gmail and I believe Yahoo, you can search. You can do a search through your emails. So let's say you're promoting a new product that has private label rights. And let's say one of your favorite marketers has promoted something similar in the past. You would just go to the search inside of your email account and type in PLR or private label rights. And then it will pull up all the emails that are relevant to the private label rights. So then you want to study those emails and you want to study the subject lines and just create some new emails based on what you see there. Now, one of the things that I do is when I pull it up, and I've been doing this for several years, so I've created quite an inventory of awesome email copy that I can use. But one of the things I do is I'll take 2 or 3 of the best, my favorite ones. So for example, if I'm promoting a private label rights product, what I'll do is I'll key that into the search engine. I'll type in PLR and private label rights or something along those lines. And the emails that could come up, let's say it's 10 emails that come up, what I'll do is I'll read through all 10 of them and I'll take notes. I'll take snippets of each one. Then I'll rewrite those. So that's what you want to do. That's how it works. So let's go over this again. And at the end of this, I want to share just a snippet of the video that I did. I know some of you may be wondering how that sounded, and I want to share a snippet of that video that I did that got so much feedback, both positive and negative. But before I do that, let's go back over the 7-step formula to writing compelling email that your customers and subscribers will love to open. Number one, create an email account that will be used exclusively for receiving emails from your favorite marketers. Number two, find your favorite marketers by searching for them in the search engines. And step three, visit your favorite marketers' websites and sign up for their newsletter and or mail list using the email you chose in step number one. Step number four, study the emails you receive. Pay close attention to the subject because that's what makes people open. Step number five, read the messages thoroughly. Step number six, modify the subject and message to make it yours. And last but certainly not least is step number seven, always refer back to this email account when you need help writing a compelling email. And that's where the gold is. All right, thanks a lot. I'm going to end this by saying have an awesome day. Make today your greatest as always. If you have any questions, please visit our website at Let's Talk Internet Marketing. You also see our directory of our podcast. You will also be able to post your comments and join our Facebook group. And one more thing, don't forget to get your free gift at freeinternetmarketingcoaching.com. Okay, here's a snippet of that audio, and I look forward to talking to you real soon.
Hello, this is Lonnie Robinson. This video is just a quick video. I've been receiving a few questions from some of my customers and subscribers regarding how to write an effective email copy. And I've titled this video, How to Write Compelling Emails That Your Customers and Subscribers Will Want to Open. Okay, this is I broke it down in 7 steps, and we're just going to discuss those steps here. Okay, number one, you want to create an email account that will be used exclusively for receiving emails from your favorite marketers. And this is very important because you don't want to get these emails into your regular population of your everyday emails because they will get lost. So you want to set up an email account that's going to be exclusive for receiving emails from the marketers of your choice.
You have just listened to another episode of Let's Talk Internet Marketing with your host and internet business optimization expert, Lonnie Robinson. Stay tuned for new episodes as Lonnie will share new tips, tools, and strategies that will put you on the right track to becoming outrageously successful at marketing your products and your services on the internet. To find us on the web and leave your comments and suggestions, please visit us at www.letstalkinternetmarketing.com.